with Wraggy. So I'm in the garden. Obviously, it's all a bit dry. We've had some rain, but you know, you need a hell of a lot of rain to make the garden grow. And there you go, look, grass is still lovely and green, and I'm watering. So, I want to talk about beer awards. And now, no detriment to Sharp's Brewery, but the Doom Bar from Cornwall will taste a hell of a lot different from the stuff that's appearing in the shops. Why? Because it's mass produced and brewed on some mega brewery. You need to look at what happened with Cloudwater and Brewdog last year. Cloudwater must have been horrified. Yeah, it was their thing, but it was brewed on Brewdog's kit. And let's be fair, if you're brewing your own beer, you're going to have a little bit more care for your beer. Of course you are. It's your beer. It's got your bloody name on it. And not only that, the water makes a difference, the brewing processes, the care. There's more to it than meets the eye. And obviously, I'm going to be going into grain brewing myself. So, you know, and there's a care factor. I've got to drink it, so the care factor will be there, you know. Luckily, the water we have in Nottingham is actually some of the best water in the UK. So, I mean, I don't do water profiles and all that shite, because, let's be fair, why would I? And as you can see, my dahlias, oh, they're coming now. Dahlias love water. So, hence why I'm sat in the garden with a bloody hose bar. I'm just about to put some washing out on the line, so I can't have the sprinkler going. And obviously, as you can see, the lawn is green. Yep. For those people, and a lot of you, you know, I'm not on a water meter. Yeah, thank God. And so means bugger all to me to have the water going. It goes into the ground anyway. In the circle of life, it all regenerates itself. You know, it is what it is. But, yeah, I mean, the awards. You see these World Beer Awards, and it's the same shite beer that's getting the awards. And, you know, I know locally, there's some amazing breweries locally that are doing some absolutely stonking beers and never get a bloody award. And it's like, how are these people getting awards? And, you know, good beer is not getting awards. And it's so mass-produced supermarket beer is getting awards. Is there more to it than meets the eye? Is there backhanders involved? I would hope not. You know, you would hope not. But at the end of the day, something's not right, because the simple fact is, beers get awards, and yet the beer, I go to a pub nowadays in Nottingham, and I'm not talking Cornwall. In Cornwall, it's probably a different kettle of fish, but in Nottingham, I would never, ever go for Doom Bar. Why? Because the brand is nothing compared to what it was. Yeah, I remember Doom Bar 10 or 12 years ago in supermarkets. Would be 12 years ago. It was a cracking beer. It was made by Sharp's Brewery. It was not brewed by Molson Coors. You know, some big brewery brewing their beer. Yes, it might be brewed in Burton, but Burton's water is not the water it used to be donkeys years ago. Let me tell you. And again, you know, brewers are brewers, aren't they? You know, I know for damn sure that there we go, just get that on there. God, my dahlias are looking good, and they should do. Give enough bloody water. That's the key with dahlias. You've got to water them loads. They love the water. Yes. They do not like the dry stuff. And By watering loads, I also get rid of weeds. So it's a double whammy, really. You get rid of weeds, you get flowers, no weeding, more flowers, more deadheading. But there you go. So yeah, oh god, knackered. So yeah, these awards, World Beer Awards. I mean, what's that about? Hey, do you have to pay to have your beer entered? Is that the thing? My box shorts there. You don't want to see my box shorts. But yeah, there you go. Um, I'm just not wholly convinced for some of these World Beer Awards. I'll give you another example. Hobgoblin IPA. Yeah, it's not a bad beer for a supermarket IPA, but it is not the world's best IPA. Who the hell? I've seen a thing where world's best IPA, Hobgoblin Gold. Nah, fair play to Hobgoblin and Richwood. You know, Richwood are not the company they was about 5 years ago. It sadly, they've got rid of half their beers, and luckily they're still doing Hobgoblin and King Goblin. But Black Witch, Goliath, a lot of those beers have gone and been reduced and it's more supermarket stuff now. And again, diluting the brand, killing the brand. Hobgoblin IPA. Hobgoblin was a dark ruby beer with the taste of banana and whatnot in it. Lovely beer. That too is not the beer it was 12 years ago. Hobgoblin IPA is not the best IPA in the world. I mean, that's an absolute joke. You know, like I say, it's a good traditional IPA, but it is no way near the best in the world. And you've got to wonder about these World Beer Awards and these magazine awards. Are you really telling me that these are the best? Now, somebody last night on my own Facebook page brought up the fact that I gave Carling 4 out of 5. Yes. Now, with my reviews, I don't know about any other channel. I don't care. I really don't care what everybody else does. It's none of my business. On my channel, it's out of 5. It's lager versus lager, wine versus wine, spirit versus spirit. Again, that's an odd thing to do. And then it's also beer versus beer. Real ales and, proper beer. And ciders, in their own category. So, and someone bought, oh, you gave Carling 4 out of 5. Yeah, well, on any given day, any beer, any alcohol can taste amazing because of the fact of the environment you're drinking at. If it's a warm day, a lager will hit the spot massively. But in the end of the day, you put a lager up against a real ale with flavour. There's no bloody there's absolutely no way a lager's going to be something with flavour. I'm telling you now, don't care if it sounds, if I sound, what's the word? I don't really fucking care, but there you go. Oh, there we go. All being watered, yeah. Watering with Wraggy, eh? You get some strange things on this channel, yeah. Ain't nowhere like it on YouTube, yeah. And let's be fair, I'm not like anybody else, and I never have been, you know. Oh, my primula denticulatus down there, the leaves absolutely loving this watery stuff that's going on. Obviously, rainwater's king, tap water's not. All the good stuff's been stripped out, obviously. Well, good for the plants, not for us, obviously. Yeah. So yeah, be interesting to see what the community think about this. Do you agree? Now, SEBA and their awards, yeah, that's a bit better. And again, Can it be? Is there, it's like beer festival awards. Are they always the thing? I mean, for me, to award anything, you've got to be drinking beer versus beer, like I do on my beer reviews. Beer versus beer. Then, and only then, do you get a true king of beers. And I'll give you an example. I think it was Richwood's King Goblin, Abbott's Reserve, 1698, and Shepherd Neame was 1698, wasn't it? And Crafty Hen, that was it, yeah. Put them all together, and the winner, if I remember rightly, was 1698. I would have never thought 1698 would beat King Goblin. And the only reason why I know this is because I pitted them together at the same time on a beer review, doing taste, smell, and what I got was that 1698 out of traditional beers is the king of traditional beers in supermarkets. Now, that's not all the traditional beers, because there obviously are a lot of other traditional beers, and it's down to taste and that. But if you're gonna judge anything, then for me, it's got to be done the right way, and that's beer versus beer. This may not sit well with these bloody judges that do stuff, but I don't really care. I'm not paid. I do beer reviews as voluntary, as a hobby. So I have no status quo. I have no backhanders to worry about, because obviously there is always room for manoeuvre in that sort of market, isn't there, just? And yeah. Bit weedy down here. Jesus, mother of Christ. So, yeah, and the edge needs cutting as well. Look at that. It's a raggy edge and it needs cutting. Sacrilege. And there's a lot of chuffing weed down here. Jesus, mate. This is the problem when you leave your garden away, it can go away. Stuff gets weedy. Now, sometimes weeds are a good thing. Sometimes weeds are a bad thing. And at the moment, this is not looking good. It's more of a bad thing than a good thing. But the plants that I want to grow are growing well. Apart from the fact I'm getting fucking wet. With the hose pipe's dribbling down my bastard leg. There you go. Right, that's it. Job's a good one. Right, back over here. So I've got baby dahlias just there. There you go. Baby dahlias. Baby dahlias. Do, do, do. Yeah. So, these are dahlias grown from seed. There are weeds coming now, but there's also like an orangey wallflower that you can just about see some speckles of orange. Yeah, they will come good in this soil. But obviously we've had a real dry spell. Everything's suffering. You've got to be watering your garden every single night. Those people on a meter, shit, no, you can't do it. Simple as that. You've got to be thinking about the pennies. Because I'm not on a meter, it don't bother me. But it's all down to the meter issue. So, that's my waffle about beer awards. Gotta be honest, I'm not a big fan of them. Rightly or wrongly. Certainly the ones where bad beers are getting, beers that just aren't good these days, are getting awards over beers that are a ton better. It does make me wonder what's going off. Yeah. As always, if you've got a viewpoint, please say it. Cheers on.